Ozempic, Wegovy, Mounjaro. You've heard the names, but do you actually know what these medications are doing inside your body right now? Today I'm going to break it all down for you. How they work, how they influence your body, and how to eat and train so you will not lose everything you've reached the moment you stop. Hi, I'm Sofia. I'm a nutritionist with 12 years of experience and more than 6,000 clients. And some of my clients are actually on GLP-1 right now. So I know exactly what works and what doesn't, and what no one tells you before you start. So grab your coffee or your protein shake, whatever you like, and let's start this talk. So let's start with basics. I would prefer to firstly to describe how it works and what actually GLP-1 stands for. So GLP-1 stands for glucagon-like peptide 1. You don't need to remember this, relax. What you do need to know is this. Your body already producing GLP-1 like every day. It's a natural hormone, so you don't need to take it to be able to get it. But for sure there are some differences between GLP-1 that is produced by our body and GLP-1 we are injecting to get some specific results, and I will explain this difference. So every time you eat anything, your gut releases GLP-1 hormone, and it does three main things. One, it sends a signal to your brain that says you're full, stop eating. Two, it slows down your digestion so food stays in your stomach longer and you feel satisfied for more time. And finally, it tells your pancreas to release insulin, which helps to control your blood sugar. Now, the problem is that the natural GLP-1, our natural hormone, disappears within, 2 minutes. So it lasts really short period of time, and it's not enough for people for whom it's difficult to control the portion size or who are not feel really satisfied after finishing meal. It's really difficult to stop eating, to not eat more, not to put more food on their plate. But the medication is designed in a way so it stays longer, up to 7 days. That's why some injection you need to just do on a weekly basis, not every day, because it lasts for really, really long time. So it's like the natural GLP-1, it's like a whisper saying, I'm full, I don't need to eat right now. And medication is like a really, really strong voice inside you saying like, no, I'm full, I don't need food, I don't want to eat anymore. So this signal is really, really different and stays different time. That's why it had different influence on our nutritional behavior. So now we understand how it works, and let's discuss what it does to your body in particular, because that's not all good news I have for today. So the good part is that you will definitely lose weight. For sure. Most studies show between 15 to 20% of body weight over about a year. Your blood sugar improves, your blood pressure can go down. Some people even see their cholesterol get better. But here's where it gets complicated. Up to 40% of the body weight you lost taking GLP medication could be your muscle. And this is not really a good news, because muscle supports our metabolism, especially for women in their 35 plus, in their 40, 45 plus, etc. With the age, after our 30s, especially in our 40s, we are losing muscle every single year. So it's like a really natural process. For sure, we can prevent this by taking enough protein, by doing resistance training, but it's like a natural process. If we are combining this natural process with GLP-1 medication, we are not taking enough protein, we are not eating enough protein, we are not exercising, or we are doing cardio training instead of weightlifting. Up to 40% of the body weight we lost would come from muscle. And I don't want to be extremely negative about that, but it's like a disaster, because the muscle mass is everything, especially for women with age. In this video, I actually don't want to focus so precisely on some other side effects of GLP-1, because that's something you really need to discuss with the doctors. I work with my team of doctors, with our client on the body care program, when our doctors prescribing and exactly supporting our clients with taking GLP-1 medication. But it's just not my area, and I think that I would love to focus more on nutrition and training and some lifestyle habits that will help you to get as much benefit as possible from taking this medication, and to decrease the side effect like muscle mass you could probably have if you're taking this medication wrong. And the biggest question my clients ask me before or meanwhile taking the medication, what happens when I stop? And the truth is, if you did not change your nutritional habits, your eating habits, if you did not change your routine, if you did not start exercising and doing resistance training, you're more likely to gain the weight back. Some of the clients, according to research also, taken up to 2/3 of everything they've lost taking GLP medication, and some of people are even gaining more than they lost while using this medication. So numbers are not so actually positive, especially for those who think that GLP-1 is like a magical, I don't know, like a magical pill. I could just inject it, I maybe could be on a GLP medication for the rest of my life, which is partially true also. But like, if you want to have this long-lasting results, meanwhile taking this medication that is helping you to eat less, to consume less calories, to be less hungry, to have less probability to overeat with like alcohol and some sugar and fat things, you would better manage your eating habits, your workout routine to like support this result for a longer time. My goal is not to scare you, just to be honest here. My goal is to warn you that it's not like so easy. It's not just a magical pill. You need to do something to be able to support this result like during longer time. So I have clients who get really great results taking GLP medication. I also have clients who thought about taking GLP-1 because their doctor said them, because like it's not so clear sometimes when you need to take it, when you don't need to take that. And like one of my clients, she's 42 and she gave me a permission to tell about her results and to show her photos. She lost weight in 6 months being supported by our team in the body care program. She worked with us for 6 months. So more likely, women at this age have an extra pound who struggle with weight loss. Sometimes they're coming to GP and GP just saying like, you know, like just start microdosing or just, I don't know, start taking GLP medication, which could be also fine if that's like a reason for that. But what they're not saying to their patient, that they need first of all, even taking this GLP-1 medication to change their nutrition. So with this particular client, we decided not to take this medication. So we like not even try to do that. We focused on her nutrition. So she ate a bit of the calorie deficit. So she'd been in a bit of the calorie deficit. She ate enough protein. She ate enough carbs and fiber, which is also sometimes two missing points because carbs and fiber helps us to feel satiety after we finish a meal. She also started her resistance training for the first time in her life in being 42, and she got like incredible result. Like I need to check how much pounds she lost because I don't even remember, but I don't need to know even like her weight success because I see this picture, and for me that's totally enough for the specialist to understand that she lost body fat, she haven't lost her muscle mass, and she lost visceral fat, which is like fat that is located in this abdominal part, which is like also extremely important part of the right weight loss progress. In case you need or you would love to try GLP-1, what you need to do in terms of your nutrition and training activity to be able to get result and to like support this result even after stop taking this medication. I just thought shortly that like it's a spider in my kitchen. I hate spiders, honestly. I'm so afraid of them. Here's 5 simple rules you can follow to achieve long-lasting results while taking GLP-1. First one, don't trust your hunger. I know that you will tell me like, Sophia, I can't eat, I'm not hungry, like I'm looking at food and like I don't want, like I would better not to eat anything. But the problem is that if you're eating too less calories, your body starts using your own muscles as an energy source. It's like a fuel. And that's why you are losing muscles. That's why you're losing your metabolism power. So you need to eat. If you cannot eat like 3 times a day, which understandable because it's like a big portion, you wouldn't be able to eat such a big portion. Divide your meals into 5, 6, 7, doesn't matter. So eat every 2 hours, small meals, because you just need this food. And don't trust your feelings that you're not hungry. Maybe you're not hungry, but you still need energy to be able to support your weight loss process in the long term. Secondly, protein. I know that you've heard that. I know it's nothing new, but like those are rules. Rules are rules. So like protein is really important. You need to aim to have like 30 grams of protein every single meal if you're eating 3 times a day. So if you can't eat 3 meals a day, as I said before, you could also split up this protein portion into smaller meals, like eating 50 grams of protein every meal you have, like 6 meals per day, let me say. You could also follow this rule. If you can't eat like big amount of food, find some special option that are really high protein. I would add some spreadsheets to this video. You can download it. It will be in the description for this video. How I would recommend to find this protein balance if you are not feeling so hungry, honestly, yeah? So which food you need to focus on, how you need to read labels, how you can easily add some protein with some functional eating, like protein bar or protein shake. I would put together all of these ideas I'm giving to my clients, and you can just download it for free. It will be in description for this video. Third rule, don't forget about proper hydration. So most of the clients I'm working with, they really forget that they need to drink water. They don't want to drink water, they don't want to eat, they're just drinking like, I don't know, a few cups of coffee per day, but it's not enough. You need to drink water, you need to support your body. So just like maybe put some reminders, maybe track your water consumption with some app. We have, for instance, we have a hydration tracking in the Body School app. You could also download it for free. I would also leave this link in this video below. So to just start tracking how much you're drinking per day, because that's also important part. You need to drink enough. 4, talk with your doctor about supplements, because when you under eating, you're more likely to get some macro elements deficient, some vitamins deficient, some minerals deficient, like omega-3 or vitamin D or iron, which is more likely for women who has like this regular periods. So if you are on GLP medication for some longer time, more than a few months, talk to your doctor, maybe do some blood tests to be sure that you are not losing iron, that your vitamin D is insufficient level, that you are not losing some crucial vitamins and minerals for you. So like talk with your doctor. Maybe you will start taking something like on the side from taking GLP-1, but you need to consult your doctor because your doctor knows better what you need to take. If you want to participate in the body care program, our doctors are also doing that. They're also consulting you about all the supplements you need to take while taking GLP-1. And rule number 5, resistance training. If you hate this rule, I also hate this rule. You know, I'm Pilates girl. I would love to do Pilates. I like cycling. I'm not so big fan to go to gym, and neither most of my clients. So they always say like, Sophia, can we find some another way so I would exercise, like I do something I would love? The bad news is actually not really, because we need to push our muscle. We need to give this impulse to stay like work, because otherwise the muscle are not working. We don't have this enough tension. We are not giving enough signal to our muscle so they could start work properly. And that's why we're also losing muscle mass. So if you want to keep your weight loss and lose your weight mostly by fat mass, like not muscle mass, but fat mass, you need to eat enough protein and you need to exercise. That's like resistance training should be your number 1 priority. Look, GLP-1 is an incredible tool. I've seen them change lives, but who gets results? Those who understand that GLP-1 is just the one part of the puzzle. The second part is your nutrition, workout, your routine. So with this just one puzzle, you cannot solve the problem, not in the long term. But if you combine in both of them, if you combine in GLP-1, your nutrition, your lifestyle, you're changing your workout habits while taking this medication, you could get incredible, long-lasting results and like feel incredible good in your body. So if you're already on GLP-1 or you're thinking about taking it, subscribe to my channel, because every week I'm posting a new video that will help you to build this proper plan to get long-lasting results. Not just some like fat dieting, you know, we hate this kind of stuff. I'm Sophia, subscribe to Beyond Dieting channel, and I will see you next week.